It's been a while since I've done reads by sign, but because this upcoming October 14th, 2023 eclipse is such an intense and powerful one, I thought I would do a read for you guys. This is for Pisces Rising, and for you guys, this is happening at 21 degrees of Libra in your 8th house. You'll have a more challenging house to deal with, because what does the 8th house deal with? It deals with other people's money, the occult, those things that are taboo, deep psychology, like think Scorpio vibes when you're thinking the 8th house. So there's a lot going on with you guys. So this one additionally has a lot going on with it, right? I said it was like a crazy eclipse. This one has the nodes squaring Pluto. So basically that's like the destiny squaring deep psychological toxic traits, patterns, people. So you're reconciling that in addition to Mercury combust, meaning very close to the sun, which can sometimes bring a lot of anxiety and overthinking, but it's also opposite Chiron in Aries, which is a lot about your wounds. So you're thinking a lot about your wounds that you've sustained that keeps you from like living your best life, like living your destiny within these 8th house themes. But there's more. Venus, which is the dispositor of the eclipse, being that the eclipse is in Libra, is in a sign that it does not particularly really like being in, and that's hypercritical Virgo, and it's opposing Saturn. So basically what this means is that you're going to be looking with a very critical eye at issues of like self-worth, possibly partners that are associated with this situation, your money, the way you spend it in relation to these topics and or themes. And it's going to bring you a lot of anxiety. You're going to be looking at, your toxic traits or whatever. It's a lot. So basically what we're pulling on today is what you need to let go of, because additionally, although this is a solar eclipse, which is about new beginnings, it's co-present the South Node, which is about what you need to let go. So basically, in order to have these new beginnings in, like, you gotta surrender something, right? So let me go look at these cards and I will tell you what that is. I'll be right back. To me, this feels like you're disappointed in yourself because you're not learning lessons. You're not learning the things that you need to learn in order to fully like come to power within these themes. You're not healing wounds. You're not learning how to process traumas. You're not learning how to allow yourself to be truly intimate with other people. You're not, your relationship with other people's money isn't really like playing out as well. Like you got married and you're secretly like spending all their money or something like that. There's a lot of like, okay, so we have the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse at the center of your read. This is a lot about like disappointment in yourself, right? The Page of Wands in the reverse. You're not getting the message. You're not really fully learning like the things that you need to learn. And then we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. You are not acting responsibly. And since the 8th house is a house of other people's money, other people's resources, this could also be time. For me, like Pentacles is a lot about time. It's not necessarily the case in the 8th house, but you're wasting a lot of time on things that are not necessarily working towards advancing you in the area of life that the 8th house encompasses. You and Pisces, admittedly, you guys do have a tendency to be confused at times. You have a tendency to procrastinate at times. And I think that's one of the toxic traits that you really need to learn to let go of. You need to get very clear with things instead of just assuming or like feeling like your intuition is enough to read the room. Like sometimes you really need to clarify that what you're doing is the correct thing to do. And you need to do things a little bit less on your timeline and more on the other person or event's timeline. So that's kind of what I have for you. Like, get more clarification, act quickly on things, figure out exactly like your best learning style so that you can fully engage in your life in a productive way, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So that you can move forward, so that you can have a better relationship with those people that you are trying to achieve intimacy with. So that, like, if you're trying to learn like occult studies, like, rather than just assume you can like read books on it, like, sign up for an organized course so that you can fully lean in and learn those things. If you are trying to like figure out investing, again, other people's money type of vibe, learn how to do that. Like, actually like sit down and learn versus trying to intuitively feel your way through it. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope that helps, and I'll see you next time. Bye.